DoorDash is garbage right now, especially for me, and that's because it is the last week of the month. In fact, there's only 4 days left of the month, and I'm still trying to be a top dasher. So that means with only a 63% acceptance rate, I have to accept every order until I get it above 70%, which is going to be rough, especially right now with the state of DoorDash being a lot of bad orders going around. Yeah, that's not going to be too fun for me. So I'm starting my shift and it's 4:45, and right off the bat, I get a no tip order. So that sucks. I obviously declined that, so I guess technically I'm not accepting every order, but I have to accept most orders in order to get up to 70%. So first order, no tip order, garbage. Then DoorDash sends me this one, which honestly probably is another no tip order. I don't really know. $5 for almost 11 miles. Yeah, you know I had to unassign that one as well. So then finally I get a not horrendous order, but still pretty bad. I mean, it's not even $1 per mile, but I accepted it to Little Caesars. And as I'm driving over there, I get this amazing message that I missed a delivery opportunity. Never got the notification for it, so that counts as another decline. So I've already declined 3 orders and accepted 1, and we just barely started the shift. That's how my day's going so far. But then after that, DoorDash tried to bail me out and actually gave me this high pay order, which is $6 for a pretty low mileage, and it says total will be higher. So maybe it'll be a little bit higher. It'll probably end up being like $7. So let's go ahead and get going to Little Caesars. So we're 45 minutes in and we've only made $12.50. That's not good. We're trying to take every single order, and I'm afraid that I might just have to take a big L on the day and not make that much money just so I can get my freaking acceptance rate up so I can dash whenever I want. I mean, it's worth it in the end because I get to be a top dasher. I get these high payout orders. I get to make a little bit more money in my area, and I get to dash whenever I want. But the last couple of days of the month are always just trash. So it is what it is. I'm not going to complain about it because I made this decision for myself to go for top dasher, but it's still disheartening when you're actually going through it and you're not making good money. But anyways, let's keep going. Hopefully things turn around. So yeah, at this moment, things were definitely not going my way. And in fact, that's usually how it is at the end of the month with DoorDash when you go for top dasher, and that can make you run into some really big problems, like not being able to have enough money to put gas in your car. Honestly, I mean, $12.50 in 45 minutes is just not going to cut it. With the prices of gas and everything right now and the inflation, that's just not going to cut it. And so sometimes you can run into some major problems, which is where the sponsor of this video, Ivy, comes into play. Ivy is a company that works directly with gig workers to help you get money when you need it. See, when you run into a bind as a DoorDash driver, there's really not much you can do. You can try and go and apply for a loan or a cash advance elsewhere, but a lot of places put a lot of emphasis on credit score and also your income. And if you're an independent contractor, sometimes it's hard to show proof of income because you have a lot of tax write-offs and all that sort of thing. So where Ivy comes in is they don't really care too much about your credit score. All they want from you is to submit all of your gig apps that you use and how much money you're making from all of them, and they pull directly from that. So if you're making like $1,000 a week with DoorDash, that's all they care about, and they will give you a $100 cash advance immediately. It goes straight to your phone and you can use it within hours of applying. So I have a special code for you guys if you want to use it in the link in the description. It gives the first 1,000 people who use that code free cash advances for life. That means you never have to pay any fees, and literally until you die, you will get free cash advances. So if that interests you at all, make sure you check out that link and go get that $100 cash advance today so you can use it on gas and not have to worry about coming up with money somehow. So thankfully I didn't have to get a cash advance because it was at this point that things immediately turned around for me. And from the orders I took, you might not think things turned around. Like, check out this next order that I accepted. It was $3.50 for almost 4 miles to Papa John's. Now normally I would never ever accept that order. That's a terrible order. You should never accept that order. But because I'm trying to get my acceptance rate up, I did. And what proceeded to follow was my best order of the entire night, which completely turned the night around. If I didn't have this next order, then I would not have been able to make the $30 an hour like I mentioned in the title of this video. So you see, as I'm driving over for this $3.50 order, I get this order right here. It's a high pay order for $6 and only 2.4 miles, and it's one of those that says total will be higher. So I'm thinking it's going to be the same as the one I just did, you know, go from $6 to $6.50, you know, nothing too major. I drop off the first Papa John's order, and then I'm going to drop off this one, and I realize it's in a really big neighborhood. This neighborhood is like in order to get into this neighborhood, you have to go through security, and they have to like take down your name, where you're going, write down your license plate, all that sort of thing. Like, this is the rich of the rich in Utah. And so I'm like, maybe this order actually is gonna give me a high payout. It was 8 pizzas from Papa John's. And sure enough, I drop it off and it ends up being over $21. That completely changed the shift for me. So if I hadn't taken that garbage order, $3.50 for 4 miles, then I would have never gotten this order most likely, and I probably would have ended up averaging like $15 to $18 an hour, you know? And so this is actually a pattern that I started to notice. I don't know if you guys caught on, but so far I had literally had 2 sets of these same type of things where I accepted one order to Little Caesars at the beginning, and then I got a great order that was $6.50 for only 2 miles on top of it. Then I accept that garbage order to Papa John's, $3.50 for 4 miles, and then I get this one added onto it in a stack order. And this is a pattern that I saw continuously throughout the night. Check this out. I get another order to Papa John's. Not the best. But then once again, I get this stacked on top of it. Another $6 order where the total will be higher, and it's only for 0.9 miles. So I go and drop those 2 orders off, and I'm feeling pretty great at this point. And so after I drop those off, I get 2 more Papa John's orders. I mean, this Papa John's must have just been bumping or something. I don't know what was going on, but I mean, it was just every order, Papa John's. It was the same pattern every single time. I would accept a not so good order, and then they would tack on a really great order on top of it. And so this led to me making $62 in just under 2 hours, meaning I was averaging $31 an hour for this 2-hour shift that I went. Things completely changed around. I mean, I was at $12.50 for 45 minutes. That means that in the next hour and 15 minutes, I made $50. That's insane. I didn't decline one single order besides at the beginning. So I don't know, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. The rule of thumb is you should never accept every order, and then all of a sudden I have a shift like this, which is probably just pure luck. But it did make me think of the question, okay, so if I am in this Priority Dasher program, right? And if I get my acceptance rate above 70%, then does this happen more often than not? It like rewards you for taking bad orders. So I think that might be something that I'm gonna test. I don't know. We'll get to that 70% mark and then we'll see what happens. But I'm honestly curious to test this out for an entire day. Because this new Priority Dasher program is something that's brand new. I've never accepted every single order with it. And in order to keep dashing fun, I like to test out different things. I like to try every single possible way to dash, just so I can make sure I'm not leaving anything out and leaving any money on the table, because we wouldn't want that. But anyways, yeah, there we have it. I made $62 in 2 hours. My DoorDash shift completely changed around. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like it and also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If you want to check out one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, make sure you check out this playlist right here where I try to make $3,000 in a week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.